Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have absolutely amazing day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create three super quick and beautiful circular shaped cards. For my project, I'm going to use nestable circle cutting dies from Creative Craft Products, which I got on Craftstash. However, you can use any nesting dies for your cards. If you have any circular nesting dice, that will be perfect for very quick cards. I'm also going to use this design paper. It is a Polish brand Alteriat, and I thought this color would be perfect for first communion occasion. So first I die cut two circles from white 300 GSM card. I'm going to use my trimmer from Craftstash to cut the end off a little bit. To turn it into a shaped card, I'm going to use my scoring board from Crafter's Companion, and I'm going to create a top flap. Super cool and quick, right? So if you do have any nesting dice, I really encourage you to take them out today and create some shaped quick cards. However, if you don't have circular nesting dice, you can always use a circle cutter. I've got one from Craftstash as well, which is perfect for those circular shaped cards. So, as you can see, I've got the front and the back of the cards. Super cool, right? Now I'm going to die cut the element to decorate the front of the card. I had a look at my stash and I decided to use some of the cutting dies from Chloe's Creative Cards. I had a look and I really thought it would be a good idea to mix and match those circular nesting dice and that beautiful one from Chloe's Creative Cards. Please let me know what do you think about this combination here. I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue, magic glue to attach them together. Now using the nesting dice, I die cut couple more circles. Actually, two of them. So I've got one white one and the one with the design. As you can see, I'm only going to use one design paper for those three cards today. However, every single one will be slightly different. And that's what I really like about card making. Even when you use the same tools, every single card will be slightly different. Here I decided to add some dimension to my card, which is double-sided foam adhesive. I thought it would be a good idea. I'm not really sure how you can see it in this video here. However, in real life, it really makes a difference. And what's really good about those cards, they will go flat in the envelope. However, I have to admit that those cards are slightly bigger. I chose the biggest circle, which is 6.5 inches. So I need an envelope which is 7 inches. If you don't have those envelopes, you can always make your own envelope and that will be perfectly fine. Now you can use any tool to get rid of the backing of that double-sided tape. And then when this is ready, I'm going to use couple of drops of my liquid glue and attach all the pieces together. I thought this beautiful pale color will go very well with white, especially for First Communion. How often do you create First Communion cards? And if you do have your favorite color combo for this occasion, please let me know in the comments down below. As you probably have seen, I haven't been on YouTube for a couple of weeks. I was very ill, so I had to take some time off. I'm really sorry, but I really hope everything is over now, and I will be back with more videos coming very soon. Here I've got a chipboard and this one comes from Red Point. It is a UK based company. They've got the best of the best chipboards. If you would like to check them out, I left the link to their Facebook page. What's really good about them, you can contact them and ask them to create personalized chipboard. And I did couple of times. It is definitely worth it. So have a look at the link. So, when this is attached, I decided to add even more personalized touch. So, I die cut that girl and I use my alcohol markers to color in the hair and her skin, but also the cross as well. So, I think that really adds to the card. If you agree with me, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to put couple of liquid glue here, and when this is ready, I'm going to use some double-sided foam adhesive for extra dimension, just to make sure that the girl is secured. And when this is ready, then you have to choose a sentiment to go on the card. I do have couple of them from last year, so I'm going to use them. So, when this is ready, the card will be finished. However, I decided to add something extra. You know how much I love sparkle. However, for this occasion, I think sparkle is not the best option. So I decided to use some pearls from my stash. I think they add that elegance to that first communion event. If you do agree with me, please let me know in the comments down below. So as you can see, the cut is nearly completed. Super cool, right? And it stands proudly on a flat surface, which I absolutely love. Here are the pearls ready to be added to the card. And what do you think? Does it make a difference? Please let me know in the comments down below. And there is plenty of space to write your message inside. Now, let's create the second card. I've got the circle ready. As you can see, I already attached the front and the back together. Now I've got the same size big circle. I'm going to attach it here. And just to add a little bit more interest, this time I use that beautiful cutting die from Chloe's Creative Cuts in a white color. So it is slightly different, but I still love it. Now when this is attached, I'm going to die cut two other circles to go on top, just for extra interest. If you want for first communion, you can also go one on white, and that will be perfectly fine. I think actually those monochromatic cards for first communion is a good option. So when those two circles are ready, you already know the drill. So you know that I can use some double-sided foam adhesive. And as you can see here, I struggled a little bit with my glue because I actually had the end of it. So I had to take another tube. So now I've got another chipboard, and when this will be attached, I'm going to add another girl. And what's really good about those tiny die cuts of the girls, you can really personalize them because every single element comes actually apart from the other ones. So in this case, you can use some pearlescent white for the dress if you want, and the hairband or wreath. And if you want, you can also use alcohol markers to color in the hair. And that's what I do every single time. To be honest, it is a little bit time consuming, but I really, really love the end result. If you do like it as well, please let me know in the comments down below. So here, as you can see, I'm adding tiny bits of double-sided foam adhesive just to secure the girl. And again, what's really missing, I need to add a sentiment. And as in the previous card, I already created the background element. So I do have that nice border around the sentiment. And all of them say the first communion. Actually, the first Holy Communion in Polish. So, as you can see, there is plenty of space to write your message inside, and the card really stands proudly on a flat surface. And if you make a mistake, please be gentle with that double-sided foam adhesive because then you can maneuver it. And it is time for the pearls. So the card is completed. Super cool and quick. So now it will be time for the very last card. To be honest, in the very last one, I made a mistake, and I'm going to show you how I fixed it. So you know the drill by now, how to create that shaped card with the top flap. I've got that beautiful die cut from Chloe's Creative Cards nesting die. I'm going to attach it with my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, and now it will be time for all the other circles. And as I told you, you can use whatever is in your stash to create your beautiful projects. And I absolutely encourage you to use those nesting dice from your stash because I think this is the quickest way to create shaped cards. And if you do have your favorite set of nesting dice, please let me know in the comments down below which one is it. At the moment, I'm also thinking about those octagonal and hexagonal shapes, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to use them in the near future. At the moment, I really want to work with those circles. Have you ever created a circular shaped card? If you have, what occasion was it for? Please let me know in the comments down below. As you can see, I'm adding those double-sided foam adhesive pads here and there for extra strength and dimension. It's always a good idea to add a few drops of liquid glue first, then double-sided foam adhesive, and then take the backing off using your pokey tool. I think this is the quickest way to do it. If you have a better trick, please let me know in the comments down below. So when this is ready, again, I'm going to use some beautiful die cuts and sentiment. However, with the sentiment here, I actually put it on an angle and I wasn't really happy with it. So I had to wait for about, let's say, 10 minutes just to make sure that glue was set. And then I actually removed the sentiment. And to do it, it wasn't that difficult. I just removed it. However, it ripped the background cut a little bit. But I'm going to show you my trick in a moment. But first, let's put that chipboard here. And this one comes from the Polish company, which unfortunately is no longer in business, which makes me really sad. However, I do have couple of boxes with their chipboards. I really like them and I think they're just so elegant and perfect to work with, especially for that first communion occasion. And this one was Lexi Design and Laserowe Lover. Probably you remember some of my videos using that amazing company's card and chipboards. If you do remember that, have a look at some of the videos I posted last year. If you really like them, I'm going to put them at the end of this video so you can check them out. Now the girl is ready to be put on the card, and just to make it even more special, I'm going to use a trick. So very often when I have some leftover white card, I die cut some elements, especially when I have some narrow strips. And in this case, I had some wider strips and I die cut some of white ribbons. So as you can see, I ripped the card here. So these are my white paper ribbons and I'm going to use them to cover my mistake. So I'm going to cut it to the size more or less just to cover it up, and just to make it even more special, I decided to use red liner tape and a little bit of satin ribbon. So that is the way I fixed my mistake. So if you ever do it, don't worry, there is always a way to fix your card. In this case, I'm not going to put a butterfly because it is a first communion occasion. So, there is always a way to make your cut even more elegant. And those paper ribbons are just perfect, absolutely perfect. So, if you have any cutting dies that look like ribbons, please use them with your scraps. You'll be amazed how beautiful they look like on your cards. So now I put a couple of drops of my liquid glue and I'm going to put that paper ribbon. As you can see, no one will ever know that I ripped that cut underneath. And just to make sure we won't even see it, I'm going to put a sentiment on top and the cut will be finished. So, what do you think about my trick? Would you like to use it in your card making? Please let me know in the comments down below. So now The sentiment is here, and the card stands proudly on a flat surface, and no one will ever know that I ripped the card. Super cool, right? So, when this is finished, you can write a message inside, and as I told you, all those cards will go into 7 by 7 inches envelope. It is time to add couple of pearls around the card, and it is completed. So now you can see all three of them, and I really wonder which one is your favorite. And I also wonder, have you used your nesting dice to create your shaped cards? Please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'm going to have a new video for you very soon. Definitely on the 5th of April. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting! Bye!